How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another gameplay video on the Tressa's Collectibles channel. My name is Mike, and joining me today for this video is Randall.
Yep.
And we are finally bringing you guys the long-awaited waifu match. Ichika has finally made her appearance. We finally got her to fit into the schedule, but we also found that it was probably a good time to feature her alongside the newly released Kurumi card. So here we have, I'm going to be playing Ichika Waifu, and then
I'm going to be playing the Kurumi Waifu. It's going to be pretty similar to the Kurumi level 1 build that we featured in an earlier video in our data bullet content block. But the reason that we decided to save Ichika for this particular waifu versus waifu matchup is because we got the 16 choice climaxes.
yeah, my level 1 choice, my level 3 choice, his level 1 choice, his level 3 choice, and then we also have both of our brainstormers are also kind of a choice specific brainstormers as well. So these are two decks that are designed to run 8 choice, and we'll see which one can prevail in the end. Who's the better waifu here?
Yeah. So compared to the build that we ran previously, that was not a Kurumi Waifu build, but still ran Kurumi level 1, the main thing that I'm going to be looking out for with this deck is that there's a distinct lack of mill by comparison, because we take out the not only the level 0 Sawas and Shido, but also the My Little Shido events. So,
right, so I think you're going to be looking to maybe brainstorm a bit more proactively, and then more liberally use the level 1 Kurumi that can mill 4 to grab a climax. And then my deck is pretty straightforward. My level 1 combo mills me and then grabs advantage. I do have Plussing Waves at level 0, and then early play healers at level 2, and then finishers at level 3.
You're also going to have so much Twin Drive.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors. So I'll go first. Okay, so being a choice deck, I do want to throw in some triggers to my waiting room. So if I trigger choice, I can get some advantage off that. So I will be discarding. I think I'll be discarding. These are all pretty good, but I think I'm going to. Given that he's playing Kurumi, I don't think I'll need this card that much. But then again, it is 2k. I'll drop 1.
Alright, I'm going to be dropping 2. Same idea. You want to discard a soul trigger in case you trigger early choice. And I'm going to be getting rid of this level 0 Riki just to dig for something more important for the early game.
Okay, so I draw for turn. That is the level 0 that I want to see. So I'm going to go ahead and let's clock this Ichika. Draw 2. Then I'll go ahead and play my level 0 Ichika. She can give me advantage when she goes sent from stage to waiting room. Dark here. Choice. There we go. I'm going to put that in stock.
Okay. I'm going to take 2. Alright. Draw. I'm going to start by clocking the early play. Draw 2. Okay. So how do we want to address this? He's going to get +2 off this when it dies. And
Potential +2.
Yeah, potential +2. And the thing is that Ichika also runs Clean Cut. Ideally, what I would like to be able to do is crash something into this so that my character also goes to waiting room so that he can't clean cut it, and then also play this runner so that the runner can run away from the clean cut. But unfortunately, I don't really have anything good in my hand that can be perfect 2k against that.
Outside of having the runner itself beat into it.
Yeah, or a Riki, but I kind of want to. I have a Riki, but I want to save it for next turn so that I can actually use the effective plus. So a little bit of a predicament. I think what I'm actually just going to end up doing is playing just the runner, and then just crashing this.
Yeah.
And then it leaves nothing.
Take it slow.
So we'll go ahead and front 2k to 2k. That's going to be for 1.
1 is good. And then Ichika activates. On death, I can pay 1 and put the top card of my deck into clock. And then reveal up to 2 and add up to 2 quintuplet characters. So I do add 2. Thankfully, I didn't reveal any climaxes. And then I'll draw for turn. Okay, quite a number of cards in my hand. I so I'm going to be clocking Choice Climax. That's the wrong one, so I'm going to be looking for the other one. Draw 2. Okay, let's see. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Drop Searcher. I'm going to play Pay 1 and discard a level 3 to search my deck for my level 1 combo. Just get that ready, prepped up for next turn. And then my Drop Searcher my Drop Searcher Ichika also, she gets 1 soul if she's in my front center slot, so she'll be directing for at least 3 damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm also going to be playing a Brainstorm just to attack with.
Wonder if this means you have another one waiting in your hand, because you did pick up this one up. Yeah, you did pick up this one off of the on death effect, so pretty decent chance you had another one in your hand.
And then I'm actually going to play a 3rd character.
All right, so he did have the clean cut.
Okay, so I'm going to attack aggressively here because I know that his deck does run a lot of clocking effects, so putting more pressure on him early on kind of makes him feel a bit uncomfortable about clogging himself further for advantage. Furthermore, I think I can recuperate my board pretty easily, so I'm not as worried about losing all my characters and not being able to replenish my hand and stuff. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and start attacking. Direct here.
6 hand?
6 hand, yeah.
Okay.
For 3.
Oh, my face.
There's more where that's coming from. Direct here. For 3.
1, 2, 3. Help! Let's see. We're going to go ahead and level the Riki here.
Okay, and then final direct attack for 2.
1, 2. Alright, these cancels will come eventually.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, draw. Oh boy. Let's clock the stock swap. Draw 2. Okay, so slight unfortunate series of damage and draws, but we'll navigate our way through this. The fact that we didn't cancel yet means that hypothetically we can cancel more with the rest of our deck. So,
in an ideal world.
Yep. Let's start with... I'm going to start by play the 1-0 Kurumi. And then I'm going to play the level 0 Kurumi from Original Data Live. This is either a Drop Searcher or a Drop Salvager, depending on how much clock I have. So since I have 4 or more clock, it's a Drop Salvager.
Okay.
So I'll pay 1. I'm going to discard the level 3 Climax, and we're going to salvage level 1 combo.
Okay.
Which we will then put on the board. Oh, and then also I get to give 1k with the Drop Salvage, so we'll just give it here. And we will just go ahead and play combo, I think. Yeah.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, so when I play the Climax, she gains the ability where the character across cannot move to other slots or go to memory or return to hand, which in this case, not really relevant. And then she also gains the on-reverse salvage ability.
Cool.
So we'll start with the front with the level 0 for 3.
1, 2, 3. Cancel on 3.
Okay. And then we'll go with the front here for 2. 2.
1, 2. 2 is good.
Okay. And then choosing to attack with this one last so that I can adapt my salvage based on like what happens with the damage. So we're going to front. 2 in choice. So let's see.
Not a bad trigger.
In terms of hand size, I am a little bit concerned about hand size for the upcoming few turns, so I think I'm going to salvage the 3-2.
Okay.
With the idea that if you hit me to level 2, I can clock this from hand and then start addressing the board. Yeah. So we're gonna salvage the 3/2.
Okay, and that'll be for 2. 1, 2. 2 is good. And eye level, I'm going to go ahead and level my Quincut.
Okay, and then with the climax combo, I'm going to salvage. Let's see. What do I need to think about for your board? I can just run over pretty much whatever you put out, I think. Assuming I draw into more ones, because I don't have a whole lot of ones right now.
Yeah, Ichika level 1 isn't particularly big on defense, so it should be no problem.
I really would have liked a brainstorm though, but I'm gonna get the level 0 on attack buffer.
Okay.
With the combo, and then that's gonna end my turn.
All right. Draw for turn. Okay. So looking a bit forward here, I don't think I'm going to be able to realistically counter over his stuff on defense. Just because my power lines on defense are not very large, not only at level 1 but also at level 2. So I'm going to clock this counter, because I don't think I'll have too many chances to use it in the future. And then I'm going to draw 2.
I'm just hoping you didn't draw the level 1 combo.
Alright, well I have good news and bad news. The good news for you is I don't have the combo. The bad news is I have more chances to draw it.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go ahead and play this Ichika. Her effect on play is I can pay 1 and discard a quintuplet character. And then if I do, I can look at up to the top 4 cards and add anything. So I get 4 more chances to see if I can get the climax, and I do.
Last card?
I had 2 of them.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, let's take a glance at our deck size and situation right now. So right now we're out 4 climaxes. And obviously the one in my hand, I have 5, 10, 15 cards left in deck. Climax combo with the Ichikas go through 3 each. This Ichika can't kill anything, unfortunately. So I might have to field 3 other characters. Given the size of my remaining deck, I think I will go ahead and brainstorm here. So I'll go ahead and brainstorm. And I do hit 1, and let me double check that is search. So search my deck. And I will grab, let's just grab a... Thinking forward here, I think I want ways to be able to fix my hand while applying pressure at the same time, so I think I'm going to grab a drop searcher. To be able to push for more soul damage without necessarily needing to dig for more climaxes.
Okay.
And then I can also give me more options in my future turns depending on how the game plays out. Then I'm going to play 2 climax combos and a twin drive.
So this gains plus 2k during your turn
if I have a full Ichika board. Now, one of the cool things about Quints in particular, as you guys might have seen in our early videos, is there's a lot of waifu specific cards that are actually really powerful as long as you stay within the kind of waifu archetype. So this particular Ichika, during my turn, if I have only Ichikas, she gets 2k and also twin drive. So a very powerful beater, as well as being able to pay out any choice triggers that I might trigger on the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and double check my positioning real quick, but I think this is good. And I'll go ahead and play a 1k1. And the brainstorm activates when I do play a choice, reveal the top card of my deck, and if it's a character, add it to hand and discard a card. So I'm going to go ahead and discard the twin drive I just added. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and start attacking. I'm going to go ahead and front here. On attack, she gets 15, and then on attack, climax combo. If I have 6 or less hand, I have 4 hand right now. I can top check up to 3 and add 1 Quince character. So this is my only option, so I'll add the 1/1, hand on core, and then trigger for 2.
1, 2. One day.
Oh, no.
I think here we're gonna level the event. It would have been a good card to have
Earlier
before,
on,
but it's a little bit late, especially since it clocks us, and the only way to get access to it would be to like go through the entire deck over again.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and frontier with this Ichika Climax combo. Let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I'm going to check one more. And then I'll grab the Twin Drive. Trigger, 4-2.
1, cancel. We did it.
Nice. There it is. Alright, let's see if you can get another one. I'm going to Frontier. I won't activate effect. There's no need. And trigger 4-3.
Oh, I would have rather canceled that one. Oh, okay.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Alright, can I check what you're in, please?
Yeah.
Alright, so taking a look at climaxes since Mike is at the end of his deck. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then as far as how many of each, there are 4 copies of the level 1 combo and 3 of the level 3. So there's a level 3 choice missing somewhere.
Alright, so as far as Randall knows, it's either here in the last card of my deck or in my hand.
Yeah. So I'm debating whether or not to use the On Death Kome effect. I do have 3 climaxes still in here. So
yeah, the on death effect, he's referring to the Kome effect being the Kurumi that's on death. He can look at up to the top 4 cards of his deck, and then if he sees any yellow climax, he can add it to his hand and send the rest away to him and discard a card.
So I think I will use the effect. Oh, I want that. Oh, I want that.
Well, those aren't climaxes, so.
All right. Well, it's still a free mill.
No, free mill is always nice, and maybe you'll have a higher chance to hit an upcoming brainstorm. Maybe even if you can get a brainstorm.
Where's my brainstorm? Okay, so sticking to the plan, we're going to actually. Yeah, I'm actually not going to clock this.
Okay.
Because there's another card in my hand that can basically allow me to do the same play without actually getting rid of the one in my hand. So I'm going to clock the Climax Swapper. Alright, these are some pretty decent draws. Mainly this one, because I do want something that can actually, like, kill something. So, as far as the plays, we're going to start with the 2-1 Kurumi.
Okay.
Allow me to also pay out the climax. And let's see, what are we feeling this turn? This, and then I have to play something else to my second slot in back row in order to have a full board to fulfill the early play condition. So we'll just play this, I suppose. Or what I could do is actually salvage. No, because that would require me to use a stock. So yeah, we're just gonna play these 3 characters. 1, 2, 3. And then not using the on-play effect of this. We'll use the 2-1 Kurumi effect, resting herself to put the 3-2 early play on top of my clock. And then now that it's on top of my clock and I have 4 or more Date or Celestial Spirit characters, I'll use its effect, pay 2, discard a card, discarding the Riki. She summons herself from clock, replaces herself in clock, and then her other ability activates, allowing me to heal 1. And we're going to put the support behind her, of course, so she gets that extra 2k power. And I think out of which one I want to kill between the Twin Drive and the second copy of your level 1 combo, I think I would rather kill the Twin Drive. So we're going to do like this.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, so going to attack phase, I'm going to start with the level 0 Kurumi with a front attack, and then on attack she can give 1500 anywhere, so I'll give it to middle. And this is going to be 4-1.
Okay, one's good. Refresh 7, missing the level 3. There you go. Yeah, so the reason why I kept the level 3 climax instead of pitching it when I had the chance is because I don't necessarily want to be looking for it later. And I also want to keep a climax in case I want to push for more damage. So
I will front here with the level 3 for 2.
Okay. 1, 2, cancel.
Okay, and then we front here for 6k.
Yeah.
For 1.
1's good. And I am reversed here.
Okay, and then the 2/1 ability, since I used it to put a card in the clock, at the end of the turn it takes the card, bottom card of clock out.
Good old Kurumi clock manipulation. And I'll draw for turn. Okay. Oh, let's make Randall regret not killing my level 1 combo.
Off the top?
Several options here. So one thing in my mind is I could start playing my game right now and just trying to preserve as much stock as possible, because my level 3 Ichika combo is actually quite stock intensive. I need 9 stock if I want to triple Ichika, and I need 6 stock if I want to double. So I'm thinking if I don't necessarily need to brainstorm, I don't have to. But at the same time, I might not be able to grab all the Ichikas that I need if I don't. But I think instead of doing that, I'm just going to... I'm not going to clock. Just accept the fact that I can't kill his level 3 anyways, because I can't get to level 2. I'm going to play my Drop Searcher. Discard this 1/1 and then search my deck for another combo. And then I think I'm good just like that, and I don't really need to use any extra resources. How many climaxes are in your waiting room?
There are 5.
5, okay. Go ahead and cut top. So seeing that I will be playing a climax this turn, I'm going to save my Drop Searcher for the following turn, because I don't want her to swing for 3 this turn. Gonna save her, and then next turn she can swing for 2 even if I don't play a climax. And then I'm gonna leave this here because that's the weakest, and it's gonna crash into the level 3 anyways. And then I think that's good enough for me. Gonna go ahead and play 1k1. Once again with the brainstorm, when I play a choice climax, reveal top, add to hand, and discard. And I'll discard a Twin Drive, level 0.
Okay, how many cards in hand right now?
4.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to front with the middle Ichika, climax combo. Top check up to 3. I'll add the level 3. And then on attack she gets 15. Trigger, 4/2.
1, 2, take.
Okay. And then Dark Hue, climax combo.
Those are not sideways cards.
I'll grab the level 3.
Yep.
And trigger. Choice.
Wow.
Alright, everything's going pretty well. So I do stock the 1/1, and then it's for 3, cancels, and then I will go ahead and front here. I am lower. Okay, wow. Considerations. So I am not going... I'm most likely not going to be 2 or less climaxes next turn. So I don't think I want the healer. Whether or not I want stock. I think I'm fine just getting more stock, honestly. But I also have to consider how I pay off 3 stock next turn, because there's a choice here. But I think I can do that pretty comfortably, so I'm gonna just choose to dock again. So that's for 2.
1, 2, take 2.
Okay. And your go.
Okay, with the on death effect, I am going to mill out the last of my deck because there is a climax in here that I don't want to draw. So there it is. I'm not going to add it to hand, and instead I'm just going to send everything to waiting room.
Yeah, send it back into the new deck. Hope you get throw it back for more cancels.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So how many are in waiting room right now? 2?
So I'm out 2, and then I triggered 2, and Randall knows I have the last one in hand. So I'm out 5 or more.
What I'm really concerned about here is you potentially getting to 2 and playing early plays of your own to try to contest mine.
Right.
So,
but like I mentioned earlier, though, my early play is 2 or less. Oh, unfortunate.
All right, stand and draw. Yeah. So the worst possible thing that I think could happen is you just take.
If I just take all the swings, I could actually just be level 3, which might not be the worst.
So I'm gonna clock the level 3. Draw 2. Well, that's pretty nice, actually. Alright, what are we going for here? So, start by repositioning the board a bit. I did draw the level 1, and I'm not going to use the on-play effect, as that would put me to level 3. And we're not trying to do that. I'm going to use the effect of the Kurumi and Clock. Pay 2. Discarding Riki. Summoning herself. Replacing herself in Clock. And then healing 1. And then... this is pretty unlikely to actually happen, but I'm going to rest the 2-1, and I'm going to put the Riki on top of Clock. And doing this will make it so that the 3-2 that's currently on the bottom of my Clock will fall off at the end of the turn. So in the rare event that I do stay at level 2...
you can put her back on the top of the Clock next turn, and then heal with her again.
Yeah, this is like a super fringe line, but I think...
But it's also the case that there's no demerit to doing so, right? Especially since the card you're putting is the level 0 Riki, which won't affect any of your choice triggers at all.
And also, this just wants to go to level over anything else, basically.
Exactly,
so.
yeah.
It's like free to do, so it's like small optimizations. Okay, and then we have the 3-2 Kurumi in our waiting room in case we trigger choice. And we will now go to battle. So I'm going to start with this 3-2 Kurumi, fronting for 2.
Okay. Cancel.
Okay. I was actually a little bit afraid of anti-change counter if that 2 stuck, but now I'm not afraid anymore. So we're just going to front again for 3.
Okay. Cancel.
Someone's not early playing for sure. Actually, maybe if you like refresh, but it's quite a bit to go through.
Yeah.
So we'll direct here for 2 and choice. Hey, all right, we'll get
bad,
our 3-2 back to hand,
okay,
and
and
this
that's
is for 2.
direct for 2. 2's good. I'm going to level. I'll go ahead and level another clean cut. Maybe we can get all 3 in level this time.
At the end of the turn, 3-2 falls back into waiting room.
Okay. All right, that was extremely fortunate for me to be able to cancel twice when I only had around 3 climaxes left. This makes my job a lot easier in terms of... because I have a very clear goal right now. I want to pay out my double choice trigger, and then I want to refresh. I have 14 cards in deck, so that's actually perfect. I'm going to clock my anti-change counter. I don't plan... I don't plan on contesting his board. He's also not going to be level 2, I would presume, for much longer, so this counter doesn't really do anything. Okay, so the first order of business is I'm going to play... no, I'm just going to brainstorm here. Brainstorm, and just go through the rest of my deck. Whiff, and then I'll play another brainstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, search 1. I'll grab Twin Drive.
Oh, perfect.
It worked out.
Yeah, lets you just get that attack in. First attack of the turn, Twin Drive, pay out the climax. All good.
Alright, I'm just going to play another one.
Okay.
Alright. So this is really optimal for me because I don't actually have to spend 3 stock to pay out 3 stock, if that makes sense. I'm paying out the last stock through Twin Drive, so I get that stock back, which is really important because that puts me at 9 stock next turn, which is enough for triple Ichika. So basically, if I get hit to 3, I am locked and loaded and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and front here, activate her effect, Twin Drive.
Sure.
And the first trigger is nothing.
Can I check waiting room, please?
Yep. I'm going back with 7 climaxes, missing the level 3.
1, 2. Okay, so 2 counters in here. That anti-change counters there. And then also, I'm actually looking for these because I want to make sure I know where these are because he is talking about his potential goal of going to 3 and then going absolutely nuclear on me. So
yeah, the level 3 Ichika is one of the the premier offensive powerhouses in Quints. If you have the resources, and she does require a lot of stuff. So Alright, so that's my first trigger. I'm going to finish up my second trigger. Choice, so nothing happens since I don't have any triggers in waiting room, and then I will refresh, and that's for 1 damage.
Okay. Take the 1.
Okay. And then I'll front here. I'm going to go ahead and pay 1 to Twin Drive. First trigger is nothing.
Trigger more choice, please.
Second trigger is choice. So that's for 1.
Take the 1, and then level the Riki.
Alright, and let's see if we can stick some good damage here.
Let's see if you can trigger another choice here.
Alright, so this is what we've been saving the drop searcher for. When she's in the middle, she gets +1 soul, so front here for 3, actually.
Oh no.
If he takes a 3, then I'm in a great position. Oh boy. Alright, and then your go.
This is spooky. Alright, draw. Okay. What is the plan, man? So I'm going to start by using... Okay, first of all, no clock. I'm going to use Kurumi level 1's effect, Resonance, revealing the level 3. We're going to grab another copy of the level 3 out of clock, and then put the level 0 drop search, drop salvage Kurumi. And then I need to heal down
as much as possible.
Yeah, so we're gonna play 2 copies of our finisher. Not with the intent to go off with the finisher ability this turn, but just to
heal as much as possible.
Yeah. And then we're gonna put the support behind them so that they are the ones that are getting support, because I want to prioritize them living into the next turn.
Right, exactly.
And then need to check if there's any potential optimization with the 2-1, and there actually is, so I'm going to... Actually, no, because these are going to heal
because
off
the Kurumis will heal, so anything you put on top is just going to get healed off, right?
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, there's nothing really to do here.
Yeah. You know, last time my empty choice triggers might have been the Blessing in Disguise, because I might cancel less. So.
Wait a minute.
I don't necessarily want to get stuck at level 2, so maybe those choices were not too bad after all.
Alright, well, there's not much else I can do here, so it's...
Right, I think you just have to cross your fingers and hope for the best.
Yeah, so we're gonna direct here for 3. 3.
1, 2, 3. 3 is good.
Alright, we'll direct here for 3. 3.
1, 2, cancel.
Wait, where was this? Oh, that was... Wait, what happened?
Where's that from?
I think this came off the top of my deck.
Right. Well, you had no stock going into attack phase, so...
Yeah, so it was those 2, yeah. And there's really no point in siding here, because he can just clock 2, 3. So it's basically we just front here anyways. And that's for 2.
Cancel.
Interesting. Interesting. And then we were going to heal twice with the...
Okay, awkward. I did not expect that. Draw for turn. Alright, so we're put at this awkward spot where we're at level 2 and we have 3 out. So we're kind of like neither here nor there, because my
early play here.
My bright Ichika early play requires me to have 2 or less, but I also can't accelerate myself to... Well, I mean, I can. Okay, honestly, maybe the best plan this turn is just to try to kill him anyways. I can accelerate myself to level 3. But it's slightly suboptimal. The alternative is just to sandbag another turn. But I'm already 5 out. And can I get through the rest of this deck easily? I'm 5, 10, 15, 18 cards in deck. Brainstorm twice goes to 10 cards. Drop Search goes to 9. And I can Drop Search another Brainstorm? I'm not actually sure if I have another one. There's 1, 2, 3 already.
You also haven't clocked this turn, I think.
I have not, no. So basically, if I clock, I think I'm just going to go for the play where I hit myself to level 3 with the On Death Ichika. If I don't clock, then my goal is to just try to live another turn.
Wait, did you get the On Death Ichika off the top?
No, I can search for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because that was what I was looking at in your waiting room.
Right.
I saw all 4 of them.
Okay. How many climaxes in your waiting room?
There are 2.
2. Okay. And I don't think it's a great idea to put him on not having climax combo next turn because he does have additional ways to get his climax through the 1-0 Kurumi on top of just clock drawing 2. I think I want to go for the spicy play. So I'm gonna go with the clock play. With the intention of clocking myself to level 3.
Goodbye, friends. I will miss you.
Alright, so I do it. That makes it easier so I don't have to search for it. And then I'm going to play over it. So the cool thing about the Ichika is she doesn't actually know how to... As long as she hits the waiting room from stage, she can still activate her effect. So I can force myself to activate her clock effect. Pay 1. Clock myself. And I level. Unfortunately, we did not get another clean cut here. So you wouldn't have to do.
Going for the triple clean cut level.
And then top check 2, add 2 characters. So I do add both of these to my hand. And it's done.
So this line, because you had 9 stock, this only lets you go for double Ichika as opposed to triple.
Correct. Yeah. It also isn't a case where like I could maybe trigger choice in the middle because the Ichika climax combo she activates when I place the climax down. So I do have to put all the stock up front already. On play, Ichika I can top check up to 3, add 1. I think what I want to do here is I think I just want to go through the rest of my deck. Well, actually I'm at 5. It might actually be not a bad idea to leave some cards left. I'll see how this goes though. Alright, so we did see a climax. So we're gonna get rid of it. Play another Ichika. Top check. Alright, I think at this point we're going all out since we did see yet another climax.
Okay, I'm gonna check deck size real quick.
Yep.
7 deck left. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. 1, 2. So in a perfect world, we would have liked to be able to refresh this turn and then heal off the damage and then also double Ichika, but I'm 1 stock short from that play. Because I could double Brainstorm, leaving me like in the theoretical, basically. But the play would be double Brainstorm and then early play heal and leaving me at 2 stock left. But since we don't have that option, I think I'm going to play the... Actually, hold on. If I play a choice, I have mandatory top check add filter twice, which could really mess up my day if I have a top check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If these 2 are clean, then I'm all good, but if the first card is a choice, then I'm in trouble. So I want to minimize my risk of having my first couple of cards be choice. So I'm going to play over Brainstorm, and then I'm going to play a pay 1, discard, Quints to top check up to 4 and add 1. And then, let's see, trigger, 1, 2, 3.
Probably the best line looks at 2 cards, right? Because if the choice is on, so if you look at 2, right, and then the choice ends up being on top, you have the twin drive.
Yeah, and then if the choice isn't on top, then
you just don't twin drive.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll look at another one. Okay. So this is perfect. Now I have exactly 5 cards. When I play the climax, I'm going to reveal 1 card, and I know that is a character, and then I'm going to end the turn with 8 back in deck, and then 1 card left in my deck. Anything else to do here? Let me double check real quick. He is at 3, so I might actually want to swing for...
Oh, don't do it. Oh, no. Yikes.
I think I do want to attack with the 3-soul beater. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to stick with it. And then, in terms of power lines, the Ichikas can't kill anything. it can kill the early play.
That's his tie here.
Alright, because that's 11 to my 11 when I play the climax. And then crash the other ones. Yeah, okay, that's good. Play my level 3 climax combo. On climax placement, I can pay 1 and discard a quintuplet character. If I do, she gets the following effect. Once per turn, when this character's damage is cancelled, I can burn 1 twice. And then I'll activate hers as well.
Okay, so how much hand do you go down with that?
I have 3 hand left.
Okay.
Okay. And we're good to go. And also, no, sorry. Brainstorm activates and top check. And then I'll just mill it. Okay. Front attack. For 4.
Oh, why is there a trigger? Cancel.
Alright, burn 1 twice.
2 twice.
Oh, burn 2 twice, sorry. Burn 2 twice.
Alright, so I really want to cancel this burn, I want to cancel this burn so that I can take this attack. Oh my god, please. Oh, I'm so in danger right now. Oh,
there's lethal 3 ways to Sunday right now. Alright, front. Oh, well, this is smaller. But front. Trigger for 3.
Oh, it's quadruple lethal and I have 4 climaxes left. Oh, there's
so
one.
You're saying there's a chance. Alright, on
There's
cancel,
one.
burn 2, burn 2.
Ah! Too much destructive power.
Yeah.
Oh, they were in like...
Oh, it was actually really close too.
Kind of decent spots. Yeah. Like this one would have to be further up, but yeah.
Okay, upon reflection, I shouldn't have played this 3-soul beater.
Yeah, because then it would have been like a lot.
It would have been a lot more lethal. It would have been overswing for sure, no matter what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow, that game went a lot smoother than I would have ever imagined for Ichika Waifu. But that kind of just goes to show, you know, when you get a +2 off turn 1, things go very well. I also drew really well in terms of, you know, getting the climax combo when I needed it. You know, not only on my first turn, but on my second turn of climax comboing. And then Randall also just had a pretty poor game overall. I think he kind of was rushed to level 1 quite quickly and couldn't really set up, you know, his back row to hand filter and get more climax combos off. And it didn't really feel like you had too many lines of opportunity to kind of have some creative plays, basically. But yeah, how'd that game go from your end, you think?
I think, like, if anything, you do have to be able to go into like the early plays if you get rushed to 2, because like this is what really gives you like any chance of catching up. It lets you heal the damage and then also like retain.
Yeah, that is your method of stabilization, right? But then I noticed as well is that you had to clock every turn basically, which kind of in the long in terms of like mathematics is kind of like you're not actually healing because you have to clock to play in the first place. And ideally, you would have had some more time early game to be able to get more hand, get more stock, so then you could have your back row already, and then you can just rig the early play from the waiting room, so you don't necessarily have to clock yourself, and that can count as an actual heal.
Yeah, the big thing that contributed that as far as the early game was, I guess it was like in part like the play that I went for, where I crashed the runner. Although I think even if I like had the runner on the side, your entire front row could kill it anyway.
Yeah. So like if you had the runner alive, I was just going to play 1k1.
Right. I think your board actually just killed it anyway.
It might have. It was a draw. It was a clean cut.
Clean cut, drop search.
Clean cut, drop search, and
brainstorm.
Yeah, it was a brainstorm.
Double brainstorm.
Yeah. So then if I played the 1k1, the brainstorm would have tied.
No, the brainstorm is that one. It's 2k. It's already 2k.
Oh,
you didn't even need to play the 1k1.
Yeah, right.
So like it was a combination of multiple things, like me going for the play where I crashed my runner and not fielding more attackers in the early game. Actually, probably would have been worse, because then I just like, bleed even more hand. And then also I had the Riki in the starting hand, but I just took so much damage that I was incentivized not to play it. And then not drawing brainstorm was also a thing. Only drawing 1 copy of the combo. It was just like kind of an awkward position, but having the 2-1 support in my opener and then just holding that until level 2, I think was really important in at least getting on the path of stabilizing the game.
Right. Yeah, I think that was definitely your out there. Data Bullet, and especially if you're just running only Kurumis, is unfortunately not extremely great at its level 0 game. That's kind of where you're a bit more greedy in terms of deck building. Is that you're trying to kind of just try to get by until you get to level 1 and especially level 2, where you can, that's where all your cool fancy stuff is, or your power plays are.
Yeah, so like comparing between the two decks though, like this one's a lot more defensive. You want to be stabilizing at 2 with like these,
right.
Whereas with your deck, it's actually like the exact opposite. Like you have the level 0 Ichika that gets +2 on play, and you have twin drives so that like you can play really aggressively early
and recover resources just as well.
Yeah, because like the more attacks means you trigger more choices, which means you get more resources, and then even though like a strategy that we promoted in our earlier video was that like playing early plays to the board forces your opponent to like crash, and then you have open lanes to do this into, and then it's more potent. The fact that your deck is able to play a lot more aggressively than this deck is like, really able to afford, and you got a damage lead that made it so that you didn't even have to go for that level 2 game plan, and the level 3 finisher just showed to be very, very strong anyways.
But yeah, that's just one of the things about, knowing your matchups, knowing what your opponent's deck does and kind of what it's weak to, as well as understanding your own deck's strength and weaknesses, and understanding kind of what is risky enough or what is not risky enough, what is overstepping the line, overstepping the boundary, and what is acceptable enough, so that you can make as accurate plays as you possibly can to give yourself more percentage chances to win. But this has been another Tressa Collectibles gameplay waifu video featuring Ichika versus Kurumi. Unfortunately, Kurumi did not get the best of Ichika this time around, or fortunately if you are a Ichika fan. But that does it for our Date a Bullet gameplay content block. We will be featuring Ruby next. Ruby, the next upcoming English original set. Very exciting. There's been a lot of really, really cool cards that have been featured so far. And we cannot wait to start building decks, playtesting, and letting you guys know our thoughts about it. So until then, this has been Mike and Randall on the Tressa Collectibles channel, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.